Hi everyone, this video is a part of Macquarie University's coding tutorials, and today we'll be taking a look at nested while loops. You can see that I've got a randomized integer n here, and depending on the value of n, I would like to display a pattern like this, which has the integer 0 through n repeated n number of times. First, we'll focus on implementing a single line of this output. And you can see that the smallest value is 0, the highest value is n, and each value is one more than the others. So we've already identified the three important components of this loop, which is initial value being 0, the loop expression determines till when will it execute, which is as long as k is less than or equal to n, and also the post execution update, which is k++, because these numbers are one more than the previous value. But because this is a post-execution update, before we update the value of k, we're going to use it. And what we are doing is we are printing the value of k followed by a space. So that little loop will display one line. So I run this and I get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 because n must have been 4. Let's print the value of n as well. N is n. Run it one more time. And when n is 6, I should have done print ln. And also my OCD says exit the program. So when n is 7, I get 0 through 7. Perfect. When n is 3, I get 0 to 3, and so on and so forth. So one line works. Now what I want to do is, I want to just repeat this line how many times? N number of times. So I have some variable I whose value is 1. I can do 1 to n or I can do 0 to n minus 1. It doesn't really matter. I is 1 as long as I is less than or equal to n, because I want to go from 1 to n number of times. I want to do these things. So I can move this one tab ahead by pressing tab. And when one line is printed, I would like to change the line by using print ln and also increase the value of I so that I go to the next line. Let's stop this and run this again. And there you go. For n equals 8, the inner loop executes or displays one line, and the outer loop takes care of how many times will this line execute. Using nested loops, you can do a lot of cool things. For example, if I would like to display the pattern 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What I can do is, now this time for n equals 5, there are 6 lines, which means that I need to run the loop one more time. So I can start I from 0. So I will be 0 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and also 5. Now every time I is 0, I want to display all the numbers from 0 to I, including I. So when I is 0, I want to display 0. When I is 1, I want to display 0 and 1. When I is 2, I want to display 0, 1, and 2, and so on and so forth. So instead of going to n all the way, I'm going to go all the way to I. As I increases, the number of times my inner loop executes will also increase. So when I run this, for n equals 6, I'll get 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, and so on and so forth. If I'd like to display a decreasing pattern, I want to go from 0 to 5 when I is 0. I want to go from 0 to 4 when I is 1, and so on and so forth. So better than that, would it be nicer if we can just change the value of I to go down from 5 all the way to 0? And that's what we'll do. We'll start I from 5. As long as I is more than or equal to 0, and each time I decreases. So I will be 5, and we are displaying all the way from 0 to 5. Then I equals 4, we're displaying all the way from 0 to 4. And run this, and I get a decreasing pyramid. So that's how you write a nested while loop. Hopefully this will benefit you, and I'll see you soon.